from Russia. First of all, I want to say thank you for you being here, because I think it's very important for our world and especially for our generation to meet people like you in order not to forget the events that happened years ago. And I personally have my granny, and she was born in 1930, and she saw the war by her eyes. She was born in Crimea, and every time I ask her, she says, you know, I'm very glad that people still remember it and do something in order to improve our life, improve our world, not to repeat the war that happened before. And she said, and I'm really upset when something like the situation in Ukraine happened again and again. And like personally you, who devoted your life for freedom, do you personally think our world does enough to not to prevent problems we had before? Because it touched my life personally, and really sorry for Ukraine now, because we're really close relatives with them. So thank you.
You know, I went to the Ukraine much before the World War. But the very first time I went was 1965. I had to go there. Then I came back and I wrote a book called The Truth of Silence. About that period. I remember Kiev so well. I remember Kiev, and I knew what was happening in Kiev in the war. I knew from history books how the Jews were executed or annihilated in Kiev on Rosh Hashanah. It was Rosh Hashanah in 1941. Literally, during the 2 days of Rosh Hashanah, 32,000 Jews were led outside and killed. So when I came to Kiev for the first time, I wasn't married yet, I was alone. And I was walking and walking and walking in the streets of Kiev, literally. I stayed there a week or 10 days, walking and walking, listening to stories and listening to the silence of the stories. What happened there? Why? Because there's always why. Why, my God, why? Later on, you know, I studied, and I'm a student, I'm a good student, I'm a student of tragedy as well as other things. And I knew details, everything, about what happened in some cities, including Kiev, especially Kiev. I wrote about it quite a lot, about Kiev. And the question is always at the end, why? I don't know why. Historians, great historians, and I'm grateful to them, have written always what happened. Now we know more about those tragedies than ever before. More than what many other tragedies that happened much before or since. But why? I don't know. To this day, I don't know. Why Kiev and Odessa? There was city after city after city. Why? Believe me, young friend, I don't know the answer. All I know is that it's a question. I asked the question from the historic viewpoint and from the religious viewpoint. I asked myself, and where was God in heaven? Where was he? I speak as somebody who believed in the Jewish faith. Where was he? But then it's not enough. And I would say, and where was humanity? What about humanity? We found out after the war that people in Washington and Geneva knew everything that was happening in Europe. I couldn't believe it, because we in Hungary didn't know. Until we came to Auschwitz, we didn't know about Auschwitz. In Budapest, and in Bucharest, and in Geneva, and in all. They knew it already in 1942, and they didn't tell us. If they had sent messengers to us and saying, Jews from Syria, don't go to the train, that's all. Many of us wouldn't have gone. My father wouldn't have gone. So there are so many areas that remain dark in my mind about normally, at least when I studied psychiatry and psychology, normally a person such as myself should have turned out to be a person with anger, thirsty for revenge. I didn't. I turned my anger into production.